Cigars are blazing, the whiskey's flowing. Tonight, the legends gather once again. Welcome to the iconic Barrel Burners Lounge, where class meets chaos and smoke fills the air. Entering the lounge with bourbon in hand, the time to smoke is here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Barrel Burners Live, presented by Barrel Burners.
Yo, what the hell is up, guys? What's up? Dave is watching. I just got the DM, so now we know.
Yep.
Lindo, Dave, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome. How the hell is everybody doing? Like Stone Cold said, give us a hell yeah in the chats if you're here. Whiskey is flowing like the video said. Smoke is in the air. How's Canada, Dave? Tired? You're tired? You've been manning the tent? Hell yeah, like Stone Cold said. John, what's up? Sunny California, eh? West Coast in the house. How the hell's everybody doing, guys? Okie, how's everything going your way, brother?
I'm ready for 2026.
We said that at the end of 2025, we rushed it to get here. I mean, at the end of 24, rushed 25, and it wasn't no better. It's like we're still in the fuck COVID days. It's like just every year, fuck it. Let's
I tell you what, I'd almost trade it for 2020. That's how, I mean, this year's just been it's you fucked up now, Ron.
Yeah. Well, shit, you're a man of many hats these days. You do a little bit of everything. So, yeah, you got no free time. Snow on the way. Yeah, fuck that. You know you can move, right? Yeah, fuck that snow, man.
I'm hoping we got our snow and we're done with it. Hell, it's supposed to be 70 over Christmas.
Oh, shit. We had 2 nights. Monday and Tuesday got down in the low 20s and teens, and then we were back up. I mean, I played golf today and could have wore shorts. I mean, we just get the 2 days that are slow burn. What's up, David? How the hell's everybody in, man? We're doing a preview show. We're going over the trusty list, all the cigars that you guys have listed that we're going to be voting on for Cigar of the Year. Doing it a little bit different this year because we're waiting. Normally, this would actually be our live where we unveil them, but a lot of people said, hey, good cigars come out in December, never make the list, so we're giving you the rest of December to add to the list if you need to. Smoking a Jingle Balls will jingle all the way. So tonight I'm smoking actually one from the list. I'm doing Espinosa Chef Special from this year. That's what I'm rolling today. Knuckle sandwich.
And sorry, kids, I've had a cold. My palate is absolutely nuked.
So he's smoking a Black and Mild.
Yep. I thought about acid Cuba, but I'm going with a hammer, something that I know that I can taste. The old 601 Red, which is a requirement to keep in the humidor at any given time.
And they're at a good price point. The 601 core line.
Right.
Always. Well, guys, let's take our drinks. You know what time it is. This is for all of our fallen brothers and family members. All of us have lost somebody close to us. So let's do a Barrel Burners up. This is to our lost. And I'm doing some Long Branch tonight. Okay. Hey. Some Matthew McConaughey. Cuba. Cheers. Yes, sir. What's up, Tasha? Unicorn in the house. It has been a while. Yes, Okie. John says it's been a while. How are you?
Yes, sir.
David, cheers to you as well, guys. Real quick, guys, before we go ahead, Okie.
I was going to say 2025 has been a hell of a dance, and by dance, I mean getting drug around behind the car and
shit. I'll tell you, man, I started my 2025 the first week in 2025. I was getting a gallbladder removed. And then as I was healing from that, I lost my dad. And it's like, 2025 never let up after that. It's just been one of those fuck offs of all years. So I'm ready to get it over with too. Okie is always cheering for the Sooners.
Oh shit, no. I almost wore the Oklahoma State sweatshirt tonight, but I figured I'd go ahead and, keep the old Tatuaje rocking. So
yeah, he's rocking Tatuaje. I got a little crown heads with a little Barrel Burners. Yeah, this year has sucked ass for sure. I think we all can agree. Got a glycerin of oil fire. Very nice. All right, guys, real quick, before we start going over this list, I want all of you in chat right now just to drop me what was your favorite cigar you've had that released this year to date? What is sticking out in your mind, and what can you honestly say is your top cigar? We are sipping tonight, John. John, like I said, I'm rocking the Matthew McConaughey Long Branch Wild Turkey right here. Oakie's got some old tub. I almost grabbed that one because I hadn't had it with it. Well,
again, I'm going for something that I know that I can taste.
Man. That devil crab just don't do it for me. My Father Blue, I can get on that. That was a great cigar this year. Dave Stripperton, I believe, got blown away in storms. He's not in it tonight.
Yep.
My Father Blue was definitely a pleasant surprise. That is actually one of my favorite cigars this year as well. I don't know if I can pick my overall favorite yet, but that is definitely that. The the protocol crime scene unit.
Okay.
John says the Cigar Clown's Dancing Bear. I've heard good things of that one. The Devil Crab, man, I don't know. Like years prior, I've liked some of the West Tampa stuff. This year, I didn't really care for none of the new stuff. Now, the Pastani San Andreas, I unfortunately have not tried, but everybody I know that have smoked that cigar has loved that cigar.
I'm just going to have a hard time grabbing it over the War Bear. Like if I see a War Bear in a store, I'm buying a War Bear and probably smoking it fairly immediately.
Yeah, the War Bear is another one. That is a great cigar. Well, guys, feel free to chime in. We're just going to do a speed run of this list, just going over like what you're going to see that's coming up for voting, and we're just going to sip some whiskey and bullshit with you for an hour or so. We're not going to go super late in the night. We're old, and it's old for East Coast people. I fucking love this whiskey. All right, so speaking of West Tampa, the first one on our list to go over tonight is the West Tampa Circle of Life. I can just say, man.
I've done that one. I liked it. Was it my favorite from the West Tampa line? No. But was it a good cigar? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it in a cigar of the month and was glad that I got it. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to go out and just grab it.
Well, and that's kind of my thought on it. It was great. I think I got it at the same time. I think it was in my Oxford cigar of the month. So I enjoyed it to smoke it, but would I go out there and buy a 3-pack or a 5-pack or ever smoke it again? Probably not. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, it was okay. It was good, but I'm not going to go out there and buy it. I don't see me re-smoking it.
So, I would if I got it again. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way. But I mean, that's kind of my deal with West Tampa in general. You know, if I get it in cigar of the month or something like that, I'm cool with getting it and smoking it again. But again, you know, if there's something laying in a store somewhere, you know, I have my core brands that I drift to because I know where my palate's at.
Right.
But I do like West Tampa for a little bit of change of pace.
And guys, feel free to chime in. If you've had these cigars when we name them, go ahead, drop me a comment. We're seeing it. I have the comments rolling on the screen tonight. They're right under Okie, so you don't have to follow and read the side comments. You can see them as they scroll on the screen. But like I said, we're going to kind of do a speed run and bullshit and kind of give an assessment. I'm going to tell you what some of my favorites were. But we're going to move right along through the list. The next one is the Amazon Basin 2025. I have not had it. I have not had a new CAO in many years. If I'm smoking CAO, it's normally the American or the old Soprano cigar, which is the Consigliere now. So I don't really branch out and get a lot of CAO.
Yeah, after the first year that I had it, it was good. And then it took forever to find it the next couple of years. And I won't say that I refuse to go out of my way to find it, but it's not one that I hunt for.
Right.
I mean, it's got a huge cult following.
Yes, it's saying people are buying it every year and they're buying it up quick. So it must be a good cigar.
Yeah, boxes upon boxes.
Yep. Never had their brand yet. Yeah. like I said, years prior, Tasha, I've liked what West Tampa's put out. This year just didn't blow me away. What was it? The year before, the black, if I remember right. I love the black. Yeah. But yeah, Circle of Life and Devil Crab. Yeah. Devil Crab, maybe it's the Pig Vitola. I didn't care for it. Yeah, the Consigliere is like one of my all-time favorite. And you can't go wrong. I mean, when you think of CAO, I think of the whole motorcycle line, the Flathead, the Spark Plug, all those cigars, which are great.
Yep. And like
CAO BX3, that's an old goodie as well, the BX3.
Yeah.
The new Perdomo Legacy is great. Yeah, we're going to get to that one, Robert. That one's actually on the list. And then we're rolling right into Espinosa, guys. Espinosa Knuckle Sandwich 57. This is the yearly release for Guy's birthday. Right up there again. I mean, another great release. And I'm pretty sure majority of people probably had the 57 so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I have smoked it. It was good.
Yeah, I think there's only been, in the history of the Knuckle Sandwich cigars coming out, there's only been 1 year, and it was a chef special. It was the one with the orange foot band. It was like the double-ended torpedo or whatever you call it. Didn't really care for that one. That was like the only one that just like me kind of meh, but the rest is I've enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, John, because if you don't buy the 57s when the birthday sticks when they come out, they're really hard to find after that. They're normally gone.
Yeah, I've got an Espinosa shop up in Edmond that's still got some left. So once I know what the top 10 list looks like, then I'll stop in up there and pick up
rate
some.
Rate it dry.
Yep.
Now, the next cigar, and this is going to be the last year I allow cigars like this, guys. From now on, we're not going to do shop exclusive cigars. It's too hard for everybody to try it. But this cigar is great. I have had it. It's the Wounded Indian 60th anniversary shop exclusive that Espinosa did. Very great cigar, but probably only 10% of the club has actually been able to get their hands on it. So I will allow that one to be up there for voting right now. But next year, we're not going to do shop exclusives. Really, Tasha, you don't like any of the knuckle sandwiches?
See, and I go back, like, I love the original knuckle sandwich Habano that they did. I do too. That is an awesome cigar. I've still got
the Connecticut
of it.
Even the Connecticut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love the whole. Yep. I agree. The core line, this year's chef special was good.
Yeah, the core line of that one right there was all great. I mean, I loved it. I mean, we hyped it up a couple of years ago whenever both of them hit the list.
Yep.
Yeah, they were great.
All right, next we have the Crown Heads Four Kicks 2025. And also, guys, if you haven't noticed, Crown Head has rebranded all of their bands. These bands are looking gorgeous now. They're actually eye-catching bands for all the cigars. So they've done a full revamp ever since there was kind of some shakeup in the company. So they're putting out some good things. But the Four Kicks, that's actually one of the yearly ones I buy. I like all the yearly stuff. The next one
Calaveras.
Yep. Oh, the Las Calaveras every year for sure.
Yeah.
Next we have the Room.
I was going to say, I haven't seen the Las Calaveras on the list yet. So I don't know if people didn't get it or whatever, but that is a must buy from Crown Heads every year.
There's several Crown Heads. That better be on here. Well, I'm putting it on here now because there's no way that was one of the best years this year, in my opinion. It may be on here because some people added late. Room 101 15th anniversary every year. I mean, this is AJ Fernandez at his greatest. Yeah, rebranding was awesome. Yeah. I agree. What is every year, Tasha? Every year. 15th is your least favorite, hands down. Oh.
Wow, Dave, that's bold. I mean,
I think the 15th is better than a couple of them. Well, what, Dave? Before I move on, every year Las Calaveras, every year. So if the 15th is your least favorite, Dave, what would you say is your top of all the anniversaries? And then I'm going to ask, okay, what would you say be your top? They started at year 10. Okay. So we got 10 through 15 now.
So 10 was absolutely the all-star for a while. And then they almost aged out. So it's like they started going the other direction because I've still got 10ths left. And they started going the other way. But after that, I loved the blend on the 11th. I hated the Vitola.
That was a torpedo, right?
Yeah, I hated the Vitola. They didn't smoke consistently enough. But I loved the blend on it. The blend was excellent when it burned great. But after that, it was kind of the 13th, 14th were kind of my favorites after that. Both of them were really, really good. The 12th wasn't far behind. I enjoyed the 15th. I kind of throw it right there in the mix. It didn't top the 13th, 14th. But it's still very, very good.
I like the 15th too. And to me, the 10th holds a special place in my heart because when that cigar came out, man, that cigar hit different. It's like I didn't smoke nothing like that.
Yeah, it was like all of the old Room 101 stuff.
Correct.
You know, back in the Davidoff days. You know, I mean, so that one hit way differently.
So yeah, John said the same thing. 15th is his least favorite. 13th is Chris's favorite. 10th, yeah, Dave's like us. The 10th, Keith the 13th. Yeah, like 13th was good too. I mean, you can't knock the 13th. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like San Andreas on it.
But I like this 15th. I can't down it. Okay. Now this one, this was a good one too. The Black Label Super Deluxe release for this year. Black Label had some bangers this year, guys. Yeah, I agree, Tasha. That 10th hit different. Yeah, Black Label, man. The Super Deluxe, I don't know, man. They surprised me this year. Several of the Black Label releases. I'm trying to think of what the other one is I liked a lot. And it may be further on this list, but the Super Deluxe, definitely. I went through a box of those.
Yeah. I bought them in all 3 Vitolas, and all of them were good, but it seems like that Corona size has been always the best in a lot of those.
Well, like you're a Corona junkie, too.
Yeah, it's just the focus of that flavor. I mean, it hits harder than the other 2 did.
Yeah.
But, you know, and like I said last year, if you haven't tried the Black Label Coffin Nails for a short smoke, you are missing out. Definitely go get the Coffin Nails.
A lot of people sleep on Black Label, man, but I'm telling you, it's just, which I don't buy anything core for them no more, but I am a sucker for their yearly releases. I normally will buy them and try them. But yeah, don't sleep on the Black Label. I would love to see Black Label in the countdowns a little more. All right, next one, and this one surprised me, guys. This next cigar was always on our budget list, cigar list, all the time, but a new size got put out this year, and it's amazing, guys. And this is the Crown Heads Juarez, the new box press that came out. It's always been a budget stick on our countdowns for budget sticks and stuff. Great budget sticks to try, but the Juarez was an amazing rendition of that cigar for me. Haven't tried it yet. But the new Namakubi. I didn't try this year's Namakubi either.
I did.
And me.
Moving on.
The price point keeping me away from the Namakubis because shit's getting out of hand with some of these special release cigars. And I'm not gonna lie. When you're talking about $25 and $30 for a special release cigar now.
And the bad part about it is a lot of the other stuff that comes from that group. There's a lot of it that you can buy 3 cigars for that price and just have absolutely knockout cigars. This one right here, I mean, if I'm spending $25, you know, I'm thinking I need like Davidoff, Padron, Fuente level smoke.
Right.
Like that's what I'm expecting. And was it a good cigar? Yes, it was a good cigar.
Price point wise, again, it was just a regular cigar. Yeah.
It's prohibitive from going out and buying a bunch of them and continually smoking them.
And I get that, John, because most of the time you're having to buy a box of these cigars and a box of 10. When you're looking over $300 for a box of 10 cigars, man, I could buy 2 boxes of something else for that.
Yep.
All right, the next cigar, guys, if this don't get in our top 5 or even our top 3, I'm going to rage. This is one of the best cigars of the year, the Viva La Vida Connecticut. Didn't like it, Ogie?
I have not smoked it. That's why I was being quiet. I mean, this is how, you know.
I get you.
This is how much I have not been able to get around. Do I have some? Yes.
Okay, I was about to say, I went through 3 boxes already. I would have sent you some.
Yeah.
This is old school Billy and Gus and AJ at its finest. It is what we've always wanted. It is a Connecticut. It smokes like the original Viva. It hits. It packs a punch. It's so good, and it's a Connecticut. Viva La Vida Connie is up there with the War Witch and Yellowstone. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Black Label Padron for $45. Woo!
And I tell you what, if it's that bigger Vitola, that Toro-sized torpedo, I'll pay $45 for that.
What, you're going to get about an hour and a half out of that? Hour and a half of enjoyment?
Oh, no. That one right there is about a 2-hour smoke.
So it's like the Bull. A little under the smoke time of the Bull.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit, if you're taking...
John, man, y'all, I'm telling y'all got to hit one of the stores I don't like mentioning. You got to look around. But if you have not, you honestly have to try a few of these cigars before you can vote. And I 100% say you're selling yourself short if you do not smoke a Viva La Vida Connecticut before you do your voting. This should be all day long a top 3 cigar. I'm gonna slim it down. Top 5, it should be a top 3 cigar of the year. This got to be up there. And everybody I know that smokes it, I mean, it's a whole nother world. All right, guys, moving on. A lot of people probably hasn't had this one. I've actually smoked this one, believe it or not. But the Deadwood Dominicana, this is the new sister that Deadwood put out. It's the Connecticut version. It's a little bit flavored like your Fat Bottom Betty and all that. It's a good change up. It's a great cigar. Do I think it'll crack our top 10 with these heavy hitters? No. But if you're ever around in a shop and you see one or two of them get there, try it. It's a good smoke. Yeah, Neptune, anywhere you can get that Connecticut, try it. But if you don't like the Deadwood Sisters, any of those cigars, don't buy the one I just mentioned because it's going to hit kind of like that, but it's a Connecticut. Yeah, John, it's amazing. Off menu for Keith tonight. We will talk about that one in a minute, Keith. It's on there. All right, the next one I have not had, the Rodriguez San Andreas. So if anybody in chat's had it, let me know what you think, but I have not had it. And honestly, I'm not going to get it unless it's in the top 10. That way I know what to talk about it, but haven't had it.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering if is that one Rodriguez is in Ricky Rodriguez, formerly of CAO, now of, West Tampa. Is that his or is it somebody else?
I don't think it's the West Tampa. Okay. I didn't research it because, like I said, a few of these cigars, once I seen them, I know they're not going to crack top 10 because probably the only person that lists them is going to smoke it.
I'm willing to try the new stuff.
Yeah,
I'm willing to try, but you voted the top 10, I'm going to buy it.
I'm not going to buy a box or a 10-pack, or if I could buy a single somewhere, I mean, I'll try a lot of these, but I'm not going to buy a lot of them. Now, the next one is a box-worthy cigar, in my opinion. I bought it, but I love this brand, Sinistro. Mr. Sinistro that dropped this year was a great cigar. That is next on our list. Really like that. I know a lot of you guys smoke Sinistro. A lot of them know you guys don't. Y'all smoked their older stuff, but haven't bought their newer stuff. But they've put out 3 new cigars this year, and all 3 of them on our list. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about all 3 of them now. And I'll cross them off later when we're there since I'm already on the point. But they had the Mr. Sinistro. They had the last Cowboy Ghoul that came out at Halloween. And then they had the Sinistro 13th anniversary that came out at Halloween too. And all 3 of those are great, great cigars. And I know, John, you smoke the Sinistro too, so you can agree. James and Coleman, 2 awesome dudes. Definitely support them if you can, if you see their cigars anywhere. Shame on you, Keith, for not having the Viva Connecticut yet. Shame, buddy. Shame.
Me and you, Keith.
Yeah, but at least you own it.
Well, yeah.
You own it. Keith don't own it. He's retired and does nothing but smoke cigars now. Tasha, what's your favorite cigar of the year before I go on to the next one? What you got right now that blew you away this year? And then we're going to move on. Yeah, man. James and Coleman are good dudes. I bought a box of all 3 of these cigars I just mentioned. All right. The Long Branch is flowing good tonight.
Yeah, Las Calaveras again.
Yeah.
If you only buy one Crowned Heads all year long, like that's not a part of the core line, like one of their releases, you have to buy a Las Calaveras.
Well, there's another banger that was new to the portfolio that came out this year that we're going to talk about in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say it's right up there with the Las Calaveras. That's a must try. Keith, you only have to smoke one Espinosa a day. That leaves you 14 more hours you're awake to smoke other stuff. As long as you have your one Espinosa in that day, you can smoke other stuff.
And as long as I've been smoking with Keith, it's usually 2 to 3 a day. So, I mean, you can fit something else in there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You get your one Espinosa in that day, take your picture, document it, your day number, and you smoke something different. I mean, we're all busy smoking Espinosa, but we smoke other stuff too. All right. The next one I have not had, the Plasencia Alma Cielo. Hell if I know.
Cielo.
Yeah,
Alma Cielo.
I ain't had that one. Florida to San Andreas is now my favorite new smoke. Is
so
that the My Father?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a great smoke too. I actually bought, because the My Father Blue was so great. When the San Andreas dropped, I bought a box of it without trying it. That is a great cigar too. And I'm pretty sure that was on our list to go over too. So you beat me to it. Next is that. Go ahead.
I did smoke the Alma de Cielo because I'm such a fan of the Alma series. It was a good cigar, but a lot of the other stuff in that lineup I like better.
I don't know, man. My father is one of those that are always sneaky good.
Oh, like, yeah.
Sneaky good, always.
Yeah. I mean, name me other than the Judge, name me a bad My Father.
See, I like the Judge.
I hated it.
Well, you don't really care for box press either, though, do you?
Well, and the Vitola was bad because it was like smoking air. I mean, it was basically smoking Coraline Drew Estate is what it felt like. Like there was so much airflow and not enough flavor.
It definitely had a lot of airflow. You are correct. Huh. Okay.
Yep.
Here's another one. Next, guys, another one I haven't smoked. What is it? Aldino 85th anniversary. I don't know nothing about that one. Can't help you. If you had it in chat, let me know.
Is this the Aladino?
Yeah, Aladino. My writing, I can't read. This is all handwritten.
I tell you what, Aladino has been hit and miss for me. There's been some of them that I've really liked, and some of them I don't care for at all. There's a lot of tobaccos that I don't necessarily go after. A lot of the Honduran stuff, that I'm not a huge fan of. So it's been very difficult for me to find one that tempers that sweetness enough to really enjoy it. Like I'm a spice guy. I prefer something that's got a little spice to it. Right. So the Aladino has just kind of always been a miss for me.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had any of their line, and I don't. Nothing's sticking out. I don't think I have. Damn, Tasha, you're one of the few people I've heard all year that said they didn't like the blue at all. What we're gonna do with you Texas people? What we're gonna do with you, Tasha? Shame on you. All right, the next cigar is another Espinosa, and this is one of my favorite cigars of the year. Not gonna lie, this is the Puro Knuckle Sandwich Puro this year. You've had that one, huh, Ogie? Yeah, that's one of my top 5 cigars all day long. It's just,
that one reminds me of the original releases, and I think that I every time that they go screwing with it, trying to make something new and fancy, they fuck it up. Like it's just stay strong with that good, powerful flavor.
Well, this was like a back to basics. It was so simple.
Yeah,
and it worked.
Exactly.
So good.
Like if you laid it in the pile with the original knuckle sandwiches and you smoked all 4 of them, they would all 4 be so close to each other as far as complexity, as far as profile, the power and the profile. The Puro was excellent.
They're all so similar, but just a little bit different. Yeah. And it's core line. The good thing about the Puro is we have it forever now.
Yes.
It's core line. It's not a yearly wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So this is the only time it could be on this list. And it is a great cigar.
I still maintain that's one of Hector's best blend lines.
I would second that, man. That is a great one. And since we're already, the very next one is the Knuckle Sandwich Chef Special, which I'm having right now. Another great cigar for the year. And did you get to smoke the Chef Special yet, Ogie?
It's in the humidor.
Okay. because I know you get them because you smoke a lot of
Yeah.
Espinosa as well. This is one of my favorite chef specials this year for sure.
Yeah, I went to the Espinosa shop up there in Edmond. Matter of fact, it's such an Espinosa shop that they actually have their house blends are rolled by Espinosa, blended by Hector and rolled for them. So they have everything Espinosa that comes in usually. And I stop up there whenever I'm up in that area and usually buy one of everything. And, then 3 or 4 of some of the other ones that
and a whole
I
box
want to
of the
keep
Puro.
on the core line. Yeah. I haven't bought a box of them yet, but, it's still, I mean, they're.
Well, you didn't have to rush to buy a box of the Puro knowing it was core line and you'll be able to find it. So once the initial rush is over, it'll be a regular occurrence. So
it's one of those is I'm not upset if I smoke the Puro while I'm deciding which other one I'm going to smoke.
Right. Hey, that's a good one. All right, guys. Next, this is the Crown Heads I was telling you about. The Crown Heads Broadway this year. It was a little higher end Crown Heads, a little higher price tag, but this is a damn good cigar. I really like this one. I know a lot of people don't really smoke Crown Heads, but this is definitely one to try if you do like the Los Calaveras and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like their stuff. I mean, there's a few of them. I like the Matafina. I didn't like the one. What's the bread? I forget which one that one is. Patissiere or whatever. I didn't care for it. But for the most part, I do like a lot of the Crown Heads line. I think Huber did a good job with a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
So but like I said, that
I'm not gonna lie, I don't smoke a lot of the core Crown Heads no more. Like I'll keep the Juarez around for the price point.
Oh yeah.
The yearly
Jericho.
stuff is what. Yeah, Jericho Hill.
The Jericho Hill. Yeah, those are always good. But then the one, and then Dave will agree with me on this one. The La Carême, especially the special edition, that they have every year, is another great one to always grab.
Even the Belgian Blue, a yearly release, is not bad. I mean, I find myself with Crown Heads now, just other than those few that I still are on the parameters of could be considered budget sticks. I still keep those around, but it's yearly.
God bless.
David said it. He said it, man. He done said it. Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, if we do a budget one again right now with the way prices are, it's going to be $10 or less.
You remember when we started the budget stream where we're at $4 to $6 a stick? We had the parameters of you would go out and find something under $6.
And we had to limit it. I mean, there was like 25 or 30 of them.
So I think that's going to be our springtime. We're going to go back, reassess, and have to find sticks under $10 that fit in the parameter of budget sticks. And we're going to do that again because I'm curious. I'm going to go back and look at the old footage from the first one, write down what we named, and write down the price points from then to now, and see if any of those are still considered budget sticks. That's going to be fun.
There ain't no other $4 to $6 ones unless you're finding somebody trying to clear out old inventory or you're buying bundles of their short fill or anything like that.
Well, I'm gonna let you name the next one, Okie. This is the AJ New World we were talking about sidebar before the live.
The Decenio.
Yes.
Love that cigar.
I have not had it yet.
Good.
I'm slacking. I have not had that one. The Charter.
I would put it. I would put the Decenio there with the Dorado. As how good it was. That Dorado was an amazing smoke from AJ. The Decenio is equally as awesome, but a completely different profile. So,
wow.
The La Carême. I mean, if y'all have not gone out and find that Crown Heads La Carême, the regular, just your regular smaller Robusto is great. But if you find that special release, it's got that torpedo on it, and that's one of the torpedoes I will buy all the time. Is that La Carême special edition every other year?
I haven't seen the torpedo in a while.
Oh God,
that was my favorite one too. The torpedo.
Yeah,
that and what's the other one? The dessert that means dessert. The La Passiere or whatever.
Yeah, you see, the Patissier. I did not like that cigar. Like I was underwhelmed by it the 2 times I smoked it. Yeah, I didn't care for it. The Baker is what it means.
All right, and we had Mr. Florida. What was it? Rob in here earlier. The Perdomo Legacy. I don't really buy a lot of Perdomos. I know we have some Perdomo junkies in the club, but I don't. I didn't try this one, so I don't know about this one. No.
I haven't yet. The last Perdomos that I really kind of went after and smoked was the 30th anniversary stuff. I did smoke all of those. I haven't done the legacy yet. I've heard both good and bad, and it's kind of the same way on both sides, as they really liked it or they were really like there was no middle ground in it, which is unfortunate for Perdomo because Perdomo is the middle ground.
Yeah.
Like every one of them burns perfectly. You know what flavor profiles you're going to get from cigar to cigar. There's nuances between all of them. And I
like the
smoke a lot of, oh yeah, that old Champagne 10.
Yeah.
I mean, that usually if somebody that I know is getting into cigars, it's basically that entire 10th anniversary line.
Yeah.
Is start out with the Champagne and then let's move out to the Maduro and then we'll work on the sun grown.
Yeah.
And then tell me which one you like the best, and then we're going to figure it out past there. But I love it because, Nick is the head of quality there. And from year to year, he has single digits worth of complaints that come back that it's the cigar's fault. I mean, they all draw perfectly. They burn perfectly. So, I mean, it's just like, they're just solid smokes.
Yeah. Yeah. They're one that's always going to be a good smoke. All right. Sad Dave, this is another. I know you're a West Tampa junkie right now, you and Double O Danny, but I did not try this one. I wasn't going to spend my money on it after the Devil Crab fiasco, but the Dark Time. I've not had the Dark Time. So, Sad Dave, how's the Dark Time, brother?
And out of the two of them, that's the one that I want to chase just because I look at the Devil Crab and I'm like, I don't want any part of that Vitola.
Dude, I hated it. Like 5 people put in a chat, and I'm in there like, guys, please read above. If a cigar is listed, don't list it no more. But people kept listing Devil Crab, and I'm like, I've had 3 of them and hated it all 3 times. I just hated it.
Well, that's kind of like, that was the Foundation David and Goliath, and they put them out in that damn pig format, and I just absolutely hated them.
Yeah.
Like, it's you're just.
It reminds me of the Pappy cigar that Drew Estate does, the Pappy Van Winkle, the one that's done in Louisiana. It's the pigs. I mean, I don't know. I didn't like it. Oh, okay. Dave said it's meh for the price point for the Dark Time. All right, next is the fucking Devil Crab. Praise me, Dave. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Cigars Unbranded said the Devil Crab was brutal. I don't understand the obsession with the Devil Crab. So please, Sad Dave, please.
And mine was the Vitola kind of like, I mean, was it that? Because, I mean, there's a lot of cigars that come out that people chase a Vitola on it and stuff like that. It's like all the damn flying pigs every year. And I've smoked, I'm just like, okay.
I've had that Vitola before in a cigar that I really, really like. Like the old school the pig that Pravada did in that Vitola. I love that fucking barbecued pig. There's been cigars in that size I like, but I don't know what it was about this Devil Crab. I hated it.
Yeah, for me, it becomes just a funky smoke. It's just like there's all that diameter of the cigar at one point, and you're trying to, basically drink concrete through a straw.
Yeah.
And I don't dig it. Like I have to cut way more than what you probably should in order to get a volume of smoke that I like.
That's what she said. Dave said the cigar would be better as a Toro. Well, I mean, most cigars would be. But I just, like I said, I know it was you, Nikki Noodles, Danny, and a few others like Devil Crab. And I don't know what I'm missing, man, because I just, like I said, I don't know. Is it just me? But that's the great thing about debating cigars. Everybody's palate's different, but I'm way off on that one because I don't see any reason to put it on this list. But this is our list, not my list. You'll see my list the night of the show. We do our individual top 5 lists, and you'll see mine. But yeah, not for me. Now, this other one, this is a must-try, guys. Ozinger Caratoba. Drop me some love in the chats if you smoked the Caratoba. And Unicorn, Tasha, you better not say you hated the Caratoba. Everything I've loved tonight, you've hated.
Yep.
Keith, which one is that you've liked? The Caratoba or the Devil Crab?
Hey, entertain everybody. My laptop's about to die. I'm going to switch devices.
Uh-oh, switch devices. I got you.
Yep.
Lindo, I love Tatawahe. and I don't know what it is with Tatawahe. Normally, we had the Tatawahe Tattoo 10 year, what was it, last year? I think it creeped up in the top 5, but Tatawahe does not. Jeremy, what the fuck's up, brother? Good seeing you, man. Tatawahe, for some reason, doesn't get much love when it comes to our countdowns. I wish more people would write Tatawahe, but here's the good thing about this list. You get in Discord and you have till January the 1st to add any cigars that released this year to be voted on. The list isn't closed yet. This list is what we have now. And then you still have time to add a couple more to the voting. That's one reason I wanted to do this different this year and actually give y'all a preview of what we're talking about. That way, if we did miss any cigars, go to the Discord channel, write them down. But I wish Tatawahe would get more love.
Oh, my.
I wish they would. It's okay. Definitely not top 5, Jeremy said. Never had it, Lindo said. Tasha's crying, laughing at me because she probably wants to say she hated the Caratoba. I'm not saying it's a top 5 cigar, but it's definitely top 10 worthy. Caratoba was good. You got sound, Okie? You good, brother?
I believe so. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, brother.
Cool deal.
All right, this is guaranteed a top 5 cigar in my mind this year. The next one, the Protocol Crime Scene Unit, guys. If you didn't give Protocol some love, the only place you can get this cigar is Smoke Inn. Smoke Inn bought all of them, and they're the only ones carrying it. But this is a damn good cigar this year. Protocol Crime Scene Unit. Of course, done at La Zona, Espinosa blended. Okay, never go wrong with a cigar if Espinosa has their hands into the making of it. I don't even try any new tats when they come. I mean, I buy Tatawahe all year round, man. I always get the yearly monster releases. I think it was last year, or was it the year before, Okie? We had the Tatawahe 10th tattoo that was a top 5.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great cigar.
It was the 10th was in there, and everybody passed up the Tuxtla line, especially that pork tenderloin.
Correct.
God bless. That was probably one of the best San Andreas wrappers I have ever smoked.
Yeah.
And it completely got overlooked. So if you're going to try a Tatuaje cigar, and if you love San Andreas, find anything in the Tuxtla. And if you really want the best one, it's the Avion. That one
gets
probably the best. That was probably the best Tuxtla, probably the best Tatuaje I've ever smoked. And that includes the pumpkins.
Really?
Uh-huh.
All right, here's another one for you guys. Pastani San Andreas. I've kind of dragged my feet on this one. George praises this cigar. Everybody I know that's had this cigar has loved it. I'm pretty sure I will be buying this cigar because from what I hear, this is going to be top 10. So, yeah. Anybody had the Pastani San Andreas? I know Okie said earlier it's hard to beat the War Bear. It would be hard to buy a different cigar from them. There you go. Keith says the San Andreas is a killer. They said it was too much Pornhub draining your battery when you left, Okie.
Yep, sorry. Just having connection issues.
That's all right. We see you. And they said it was Pornhub killing your computer.
No,
So, yeah, we got people in chat praising the San Andreas. So, like I said, I'm foreseeing that to be a top 10, so I'll be having to buy that one. Next up, we've done talked about it. It's the My Father Blue. Like I said, you can't ever go wrong, My Father, when they put something new out, other than Tasha not liking it. We got 2 pumpkins this year too.
So I think that the big deal about the My Father stuff is you're used to that My Father Nicaraguan profile, and then with the blue, you've got all the tobaccos that they don't normally use. And I think it's from what I've heard from other people. I need to smoke it. But what I've heard from everybody else is it's just so different that it's still a great cigar, but it's different than the My Father profile. That when you reach for a My Father, you kind of know. It's like reaching for an AJ. You know what you're going to get with AJ. You know what you're going to get with My Father.
I think that's why I liked it so much, because it was so different.
Yeah.
I hadn't had nothing like that from them.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, brands that branch out and do something different like that. I mean, you know, it's kind of like, well, let's just go back to Davidoff. They decided they were going to do the Nicaragua, and it was eh. But
Yeah.
then you had, you know, like the guys from Big Sky that decided they were going to do Dominican with the Blackfoot, and it ended up being one of their best cigars that they ever did.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well, and Big Sky kind of ruined some of the core brand when they swapped the blends up. The Bighorn, my love for the Bighorn left when they changed it up. I don't know. Well, it is called the Blue Honduran, is what my man Jeremy, my comic book brother, said. All right, Dave, have a good night, brother. All right, the next one I have not tried, and I'm sure a lot of people hasn't, but the Weller by Cohiba, the new one, was put on here.
I have heard that that is the best whiskey-based cigar that anybody has ever put out. Like,
I'm interested to try it. I've had the E.H. Taylors, I've had the Buffalo Trace, I've had the Eagle Rare, so I'm curious to try the Weller one. Not saying I will not try it.
The Pappies, you know, they were all kind of gimmicky, I felt.
Yeah. Well, there's only out of the Pappy cigars, though, there's only one I like. The red label, like the Heritage or whatever it is, I don't like. The other one I like, that's the gold and white band. I really enjoy that Pappy cigar. I think one's the Legacy or one's something else, the Family Value or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Garcia budget smoke, back to the basics.
I mean, any of that Garcia line that was back there, I mean, those were all excellent. They're solid. And, you know, I mean, like the Flor de Antilles, you know, they're all wonderful cigars. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the Weller box. I mean, I've almost pulled the trigger on it. If I could buy like one or three, but I just don't want to go for a whole box, you know?
I want to buy the last two and then buy the box.
Yeah.
You know, as in the physical box.
Yeah, the Buffalo Trace, like I said, I normally find myself, because CI will run some pretty hefty sales on those cigars, and I find myself buying them when they're like 50% off. So I've tried a lot of them. I bought the Eagle Rare one because it came with golf tees, a golf flask, a golf ball marker. So I bought that one for the swag, not the cigars, because it was half price. But
yeah, hey,
that's when I'll try the Weller ones, when I catch them on sale somewhere.
The best golf one that was ever done is whenever Elijah Craig did it, and you got the sleeve of golf balls and all that other stuff. Because I mean, Elijah Craig's delicious, so
right.
I felt compelled to drink the entire bottle of Elijah Craig in like 3 rounds of golf.
Right. I mean, I like Weller whiskey, so I would assume the Weller cigars, being at that price point, better be good.
Yeah.
All right, next, guys. I guess this is Aging Room. I just have Aging Concerto wrote down, so I'm assuming that's Aging Room.
Yeah, the Concerto line is one that they've had out for a little while. This would be just this iteration of it. Aging Room has won some stuff in the past. You know, they won Cigar of the Year a couple of years ago. You know, which granted, Cigar Aficionado or Cigar.
You mean they bought the title of
you know,
Cigar of the Year?
Was it a good cigar? Sure it was. Was it the best cigar of the year? No. No, and
Jeremy says the Elijah Craig Ryder Cup edition.
Yes. For Aging Room, I still go back to the original Puracepa that they had. I still think that's one of my favorite cigars that they've ever put out. And then one of the sites, I think it was Famous, was selling boxes of them, you know, boxes of 20 for like $50.
Shit.
And so I bought.
That's one brand. Yeah, that's just one brand I've never gravitated towards buying. I've tried a few. That's a good thing about some of these Cigar of the Month clubs. You get shit like this I would never buy on my own, but I mean, never had it.
And I like Nodal's stuff. I mean, he's got some really creative blends. I mean, I think he's probably one of the more underrated blenders out there. But again, you know, once you get that mystique of you were voted Cigar Aficionado Cigar of the Year, then, you know, a lot of people are going, ooh, you know, that's basically trying to like root for an SEC team that win the national title. You're like, shit, who cares?
Yeah, because they're going to win anyway. It's SEC. All right, Romeo and Juliet, 150th anniversary.
Yes.
Haven't had that either. You've had it, Ogie?
Yes.
Worth buying?
So I have a special place in my heart for like the Romeo, what is it, the 1875 Bully or whichever one that one is. I've really liked a lot of their other cigars now. I mean, they're just a basic you can find in any cigar store. I mean, they're just a core line cigar, but that 150 was a pretty damn good cigar. Um, Pricier than pretty much all the other Romeo stuff. But there's kind of a nostalgia with me with the Romeo, and it was a great cigar in that aspect.
Oh
But
yeah, you're old. I mean, they came out when you were born, so it happens.
yeah, hey, don't make me feel any older than I am.
All right, next we got another AJ Fernandez, the Enclave for this year. Haven't had that one either. I'm slacking, I know.
Yep, I have not had it either, but it's one of those deals as I know if it's got an AJ's name on it, especially if it's like an Enclave or a New World or something like that, it's going to be pretty damn good. Because, I mean, you taste everything that he does for everybody else, and you really think that he's not going to keep some of the best stuff for himself.
Then he surprises you.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't understand how this man could blend so many cigars for so many people and himself, and they all still be so damn good.
He's a witch.
Another AJ makes for the Romeo. Okay.
Yep. That's probably why I like the 150 is it is an AJ blend.
That one makes sense. All right, guys. Next, we got the H. Upman 1844. I've not had this one either.
I haven't yet. H. Upman is one of those that if I get it in a cigar of the month, I smoke, but it's not normally a brand that fits my profile. I've smoked the Banker, the Day Trader, the Accountant, all of their bigger lines and stuff like that. Not always something that I just go and seek.
Right. Yeah, like if I'm in a shop and I want to try something new, that would maybe be something I would try. But as far as buying them, just to buy them, that's not a brand I normally keep in the humidor either.
And their banding and their boxes and all the rest of that stuff are some of the best on the market. Like, I mean, they're just, are they the flashiest? No. But they're just great visual, bands and boxes.
Right.
But you can't smoke the band.
Nope, can't smoke the band. But it looks good for your picture.
Yep.
For Instagram. All right, next we got another My Father, guys. This was mentioned earlier in the chat. This is that new San Andreas. And this is a great cigar. I like it.
I've got to go find it just because I love that lineup. And
well, I do have a box of the Robustos, so if you can't find them, let me know. We'll do some trading out for the countdown. I think this may sneak in the top 10, guys. This one's tough, man. Some days I like the blue better, but some days I smoke the San Andreas and I'm like, shit, this is a good cigar, But I like San Andreas anyway.
Yeah, I do too. And I mean, and anything My Father, I mean, we all know how and then we go back to the Tatuaje thing. I mean, same house.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, that's just a great factory to get smokes out of.
Yep. Now, this next one, guys, this is a new rendition of a cigar that has always landed on our budget sticks of the cigars. This is a Room 101. This is the new Breakfast in Portugal Maduro. So, this has made the list. This is, it's a take on the Breakfast in Portugal.
I haven't done it yet. I love the old Breakfast in Portugal. I think I've got 2 boxes left. I need
before the rebranding. Is it the old logo or is it the new?
It's the old ones.
Hell yeah!
And I'll tell you what, if you like the original one, go get the rebranded Miami Snow.
Yeah, the Miami Snow I like too.
Yeah, the new Miami Snow is as good as the old Breakfast in Portugal. But we have a shop there in Midwest City. If I'm driving to the city, I stop there, grab some, then grab more up in Edmond. They do a lot of the Room 101 stuff. Another one you guys have got to get out and try that doesn't show up on the list, budget friendly and all the rest of that stuff is, Los Stados.
Yeah.
Go buy the Los Stados line, the Connecticut, the San Andreas, the Maduro. They're all excellent, especially for the price. Go get them.
Yeah, because right now you can get this breakfast in Portugal Maduro. Like when I bought my box when they drop, Cigars International, normally they run it anywhere between 40 and 50% off. So you're getting a 10 count box for $50 plus shipping. I actually smoked one of these on the golf course today. I really like it, but maybe, hey, what's up, kitty cat?
That would be Katie.
Oh, man down. Okie drank too much, guys.
That wasn't me. That was the cat.
Okie always got a room full of pussy around him.
Wow. Pause.
Yeah. All right, guys. The next cigar I wanted to try. This is another one with the price point. I kind of don't want to pay that price point for it. So let me know if you've had it because it's on the list. It's the new Battleborn. This is a oh fuck. Oh shit.
I know nothing about it.
No, this is oh fuck. Ernest. Oh shit. God dang it. This is
Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Tapes Christmas.
No, it's a Perez Carrillo Battleborn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's I was trying to think of. I knew Perez. I was trying to think of the other name involved, but this is a
is it
military.
EP
Yeah, this is a the military themed cigar that just dropped. It's only been out maybe a month or so.
Okay.
Like I said, it was on my radar to try, but man, this is also one of those it just, I don't know, man. If I can buy a single somewhere, I definitely want to try it.
Sure.
I think the only place I found them at, you had to buy a whole box. They wasn't breaking them, and I just was not going to spend that money on a cigar that I didn't know how it's going to be. Yeah, I agree. He normally doesn't miss, but it's an expensive cigar, man. It really is. Now, the next one is I haven't had any cigars from Fathom Fury yet, but the No Quarter Given, several people mentioned this one. I haven't had it, so I can't tell you anything about it. I haven't tried any of their cigars. I know Toro sells a lot of their stuff, Mike at Toro. But yeah, I definitely haven't tried this one, so I can't really give you anything on that one. So we'll move right on to the next one is the Knuckle Sandwich off menu. We got a sneak peek of this thing at Palooza this year. It kind of dropped right as we were going to Palooza, but they handed them out to try it. And this is another good branch of the Knuckle Sandwich line.
I can't say it enough. Man, if it's not as good as the original core line,
it's good. It might be right up there with some of them. And this one, John is smoking tonight. The Cigar Clown's Dancing Bear. I think he said he was smoking. This one's on the list. I can honestly say I've not had a single cigar from Cigar Clowns yet. I keep telling myself I'm going to buy the sampler that Toro has on their website, and then I end up buying something different. Yeah, and I never get them.
Yeah, and granted, I've been bad, but I haven't visited with Ray in quite some time, Ray and Nick, and to find out what they got going on. But I mean, Cigar Clowns has put out a lot of good cigars. I've smoked quite a bit of their line. They're good cigars. Those guys have done a good job, finding a spot to be able to jump into the market and just kind of do really small batches. So,
it seems to be working, man. They got quite the following already. They're always sell out their cigars. It's just
And I think that's kind of where they want to be. I don't know if they necessarily want to be great big, because I mean, what they're doing is they put out a release, and like I haven't been disappointed in any of their cigars yet. It's been the chase that's been difficult, and we all know I've got plenty of damn cigars. I don't need to chase a damn thing. But
the only chase you do is the end of the year when we do this stream every year,
and it seems to be that way.
Yeah.
If I know that it's coming out, usually I'll grab it through the year and smoke it throughout the year. This year's been a very, very slow year for smoking. But still, I'll go and chase these that the group votes in the top 10. I don't vote. I don't suggest. I don't do nothing. You guys tell me what your top 10 is, and I'm going to smoke them. And, I'll berate your rankings whenever we get on the actual
Yeah,
live.
that is one thing about it. None of us officers vote on these countdowns, but I do suggest some cigars that I've liked, and I will write them in the room. But that's as far as it goes. We don't vote, but we will have our top 5 lists that we present to you of the cigars y'all voted on. We give you our top 5 out of that. But yeah, we never vote. All right, next we got the Black Label Elito.
I have not had this one. This is another one of those that it was just the chase happened whenever it was at a wrong time. This year I wasn't paying attention and didn't. It was the furthest thing from my mind was to chase anything.
Yeah,
and I didn't get this one. I mean, I love everything that James Brown puts out. I don't think he really puts out a bad cigar.
no, I'm pretty sure it's another banger. I haven't had this one either. And then the next 2 on the list were the Sinistro Last Cowboy Ghoul and the 13th anniversary. They were all Halloween releases.
Yep.
I smoked both of these. I love them. Box worthy, in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't really buy Sinistro no more, but it's nice knowing they have all 3 new cigars are on the list this year, and hopefully they'll get a little bit of love. But a lot of people they're kind of like oh my god, what's the other small brand with Ian? We've had him on our Herfs.
Oh, why did you have to ask? We should be fired.
We should be, because I can see all of his bands. I can see the little skull hand holding a rose. What's the fucking brand name? Because he don't get the love he needs either, and he blends amazing cigars. Dapper
Cigar, yes.
Dapper is another smaller company that makes amazing cigars. Not enough people buy it. We've had him on Herfs. We've tried to help generate some interest. Great guy, great cigars, and Dapper is fucking amazing, guys. So get out there. Thank you, Jeremy. We figured it out in enough time.
Yep.
But Dapper, Sinistro, that's some of your smaller boutique companies. Big Sky, if you not give Big Sky some love yet, the Cryptic is still one of my favorite cigars to fucking smoke.
Yep.
You just got to give some of these smaller companies love every now and then. And then the last thing on the list, guys, is the Los Calaveras 2025, and that's just your must-smoke yearly release. You have to buy the Los Calaveras every year. You have to.
And go find that 4-count sampler that's got one of it, Vitola, and find your favorite. Because for me, every single year it's changed.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's what I was about to say. The hardest part for me every year is knowing I'm going to buy the Los Calaveras, but not knowing which box I'm going to buy of which size.
And he does a 4-count sampler every year. You can find it. Fox used to catch it a lot. Atlantic had it. I want to say Neptune has had it in the past. Small batch.
Small batch always gets a sampler.
Yeah, and it's a great 4-count sampler. It's always a great price. I want to say it's in the mid-40s for 4 sticks.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to be able to experience that line. But again, they blend it for 4 different ways, but each one of them has its own nuance to it. And, it's a lot like James Brown and all of the releases of, like, whenever he did, like, the Shere Khan, or he would do, like, all the different ones that had the snakes on the band. I'm trying to remember the name of them. But, he does those annual releases that he comes out with 3 different Vitolas, and that's the way to do it. Viaje is another one. The Skull and Bones every year that you got to go out and you got to buy each one of them to find out which one you like best. Is it that big fat cigar, or is it, 54 ring, or, where do you kind of go? But the Las Calaveras every single year has always been just an absolutely wonderful buy. And I've not been disappointed. There was one year, I take it back, that I was disappointed. And I want to say that was I'm trying to remember, was that the Purple Band year?
The Purple Band was kind of lackluster.
Yeah, he got too funky.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned a brand just now, and it fucking just slipped my hand. Fucking who did you just mention? Another smaller company. Oh, Viaje. Yeah. Viaje doesn't get the love either. I don't smoke Viaje core line anymore, but some of these yearly releases, guys, are so damn good. So I wish
Got to go find the white label whenever they release them every year. Go get the white label. They have been absolutely wonderful every year. Every summer they do the Summerfest.
Yep.
You got to get the Summerfest. You got to get their.
I like the Farmer Bill hatchet. I like the Miss Hatchet every year.
Oh yeah.
The Halloween release is the fucking pumpkin one. Every year, shit, man, my mind is not right tonight. But yeah, the yearly releases, don't fool with the core brand, in my opinion. But
yeah,
that's another. I wish Black Label, Dapper, Sinistro.
Well, you almost said another one, Auric and Black Star Line.
Yes, Black Star Line.
Yeah,
I thought his new MLK would be on this list. That is such a good cigar this year. Yeah, the Full Moon, Keith. That's it. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Full Moon. Yep. My mind is on everything but this tonight. I appreciate y'all dealing with me. But yeah, the fucking Black Star, man.
So, okay. So now that we kind of got through the list and we've talked about big brands and we talked about small brands. So this is one of those conversations that, I haven't been on around it enough to, discuss it with everybody else. But remember years ago, we were always talking the boutique brand.
Yep.
Is the boutique brand dead?
I don't think it's dead. I think the lines are blurring. I think the old where boutique was classified as the amount of cigars they produced every year. I think the line is blurred, but now it's to the point where I look at boutiques as being a smaller company, maybe ran by the owner, maybe not bought up by a big company yet. Yeah. Do I think Room 101's a boutique anymore? No, they're putting too many cigars out now.
Well, and I mean, by the time if you do the Los Stados and stuff like that, granted, I love Matt, but they've gotten big.
Yep.
And they've got that mass production that's sitting out there that it's difficult to say you guys are still boutique. It's like Roma Craft whenever we started this, and Dunbarton. Roma and Dunbarton for us 5 years ago were both boutique brands.
Yeah. And I still think Crown Heads is boutique. I still think they're there. Caldwell, not boutique no more. And not a single Caldwell on the list this year.
Caldwell has a niche in the market that you're not going to find. I mean, Caldwell was doing the Pravada thing before Pravada was a thing.
Right.
And that's just what Robert did. But it's like, I'm still kind of torn on Caldwell.
Yeah, I think it changed though. I did listen to the interview with him the other day where he said the lost and found run really ain't what it was where he's finding old cigars anymore. It's just like now a side brand.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's only so many corners in a warehouse where you're going to find things that didn't sell. I mean, those have been picked through kind of like Cigar Castle has been picked through. I mean,
yeah, we've lost all. And that's another thing that that I think all of us can speak to is 5 years ago, us finding honey holes with just absolutely obscure stores all over the U.S. that we absolutely raided, and bought all of these just off. Hell, it doesn't matter which brand it was. We were buying everything that somebody had out there that was an older age cigar, and we burned through it. We shared it. Everybody smoked it. And I think now we've pretty much, pilfered all of these little hidey holes that everybody had for years. And now it's, everybody's got 1 to 2 year old cigars, maybe.
Yeah.
If it's not a house blend, it ain't sitting on their shelf for very long.
Yeah.
But that comes down to the retailer too. You're talking about, they put cash out there on the shelf. They got to get this shit turned around.
Yeah.
A retailer can't afford to take these kind of risks anymore and sink, 5, 6, 8 grand, on something. Hell, that's 6 months worth of bills.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's kind of where my question is as far as the boutique brands go is we still got some of these guys that we still talk about that we're friends with.
Yeah.
We've made a lot of friends over the last 5 or 6 years.
I think the easiest way to say it is the line are a lot more blurry now, but if you're gonna make me name you some boutiques, I'm gonna go with Black Star Line. I'm going to go with Big Sky Steel. I'm going to go with Dapper. I'm going to go Sinistro. Yep. I wouldn't say Espinosa's there anymore. I wouldn't say Matt Booth's there no more. I look at these small startups, smaller companies.
You remember whenever we had Mike Rosales on and he said they were just under 1 million cigars?
Right.
And now I just call absolute bullshit on that number. Yep. God, they're everywhere now. And kudos to him and Skip that they're able to do what it is that they've done. and they've built up such a great portfolio that they're no longer really considered boutique, but they're not as big as General or,
Right.
and all the rest of these guys. But I agree on Espinosa. I mean, Espinosa, more power to Eric and that group is they've just gotten, they've gotten the traction that they needed to be able to expand and be.
Oh yeah, he just opened another new factory. I mean, he told us at Palooza, new factories opened up, and I don't think Tatawahe's boutique no more. He's putting out too many now. I just
agreed. And my father is now a big enough one that it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And I dare say that James at Black Label is starting to flirt with being below that 1 million cigar a year deal. I don't think that he's there. I think he's above it.
Oh, another one, Descendant. I mean, I still consider them kind of boutique-ish.
Oh, Dissident with with James and Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another one. No cigars in the countdown this year. They normally get love in our countdown. No, it's not open yet. I think it's close, Jeff. I think it's close.
What's close? I can't really see the comments here.
Espinosa's new factory. He announced that they were opening.
Another one was the El Teton factory, which granted, whenever they had what's his face that ended up going to Drew Estates, Willie Herrera. They used to be extremely niche and boutique, and it's I really haven't seen much out of them. I know they're still rolling, but they're rolling for other people. But there isn't a lot of stuff with the El Teton name that I've seen out there making waves.
I got a good one for you, Aganorsa, boutique or not?
Hell no, hell no, hell no.
Listen, they're getting too many people verified now.
If you have a cigar brand and you want to become a big dog, you find Terrence Newman. And Terrence took Aganorsa / Casa Fernandez and took them from that small little factory rolling to basically being a juggernaut. Like, I still think that they're probably second behind AJ as far as, all these brands that go out and buy their tobaccos and have them roll them. And they're just absolutely insane. Like, Terrence has turned that brand around completely.
Well, it's amazing what one man could do to a company.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely upped his stock when he went to Aganorsa.
Oh, absolutely.
So here's a question for you, Okie. You smoke a lot of cigars. You're in the know. Out of all the companies that we named that we still consider boutique with your Big Sky and Black Star, which one of those companies do you think you smoke the most of?
Overall or in the past year? Because the
overall,
I have to think it's an anomaly and stuff like that. Because we've eliminated, like Room 101, Espinosa, Roma Craft, Dunbarton. I still smoke a lot of Big Sky, but my personal, relationship with those guys, with Jess and Brandon.
Yeah.
And with those guys, I mean, I have a friendship with them, so I smoke a lot of their cigars. So I really can't count them,
right?
Because I'm going to support my friends no matter what happens. Boy, I
will say it used to be, out of everybody left, like Dapper and Sinistro and Big Sky, while you're thinking about your answers, I used to smoke a shit ton of Big Sky, but over the last 12 months, I smoked a lot of Black Star line. And
I need to support Eric, because Eric has been absolutely nothing but, friendly to me, and he's just a great dude. And I need to smoke more of his cigars. I need to support a friend and more than I have been. His everything that he has ever put out has been excellent.
Yeah.
Even whenever he's had to reblend it, the stuff that he did prior to and the new blend has been nothing but a step up. So he's done phenomenal as far as that goes. Kind of flipping back to that, I mean, wow.
Oh, I just had another one pop in my head that's a friend of ours, and they didn't have a single cigar on the list this year, but Blackbird.
I love Jonas.
Yeah.
He's had
still boutique? Is he still boutique?
Man. I think he flirts with that line. Like, he is the epitome of blurry. Like, he is in that absolute shade of gray.
Because when he opened his new factory and he grows his own tobacco now and he rolls his own shit and he does everything himself, that changed the game for Jonas.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if a lot of people know that he opened his own and he does everything now. He cut out all the middlemen.
Yeah.
But once again, no Blackbird was on the list. And we've normally, throughout the years, we've pretty much had a Blackbird on the list every year.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the stuff that I still smoke all the time that now is still considered boutique by our haphazard grade.
Well, yeah, like I said, we can't grade on the output no more. We're just saying smaller companies trying to get to that point.
Timmy Ozgener.
Oh yeah, I love the
Ozgener family. I love Ozgener family. They do great cigars.
I still would consider him boutique.
I still like some of West Tampa's stuff. I'm about 50-50 on their line. But I still love West Tampa. I think Rick Rodriguez, what he's got going on, I think is still very, very good. Mayflower has been a brand that I have really enjoyed.
Don't sleep on Mayflower. I agree with you on Mayflower. They are putting out some damn good cigars.
Mayflower has been very good. I have not, I mean, and price, they're a little pricier because I think they're small. And I think that becomes prohibitive to a lot of those. But I like Mayflower stuff. And then who's the other cat? Oh,
and Foundation is another one not hitting our list this year. We normally have some Foundation creep up.
I have an opinion piece on Foundation. I don't know.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I don't know that we're ready for that tonight. But I just had somebody else in my brain that I've smoked quite a bit of and now shit, you put this other thought in my head and now I've forgotten it. This is the shitty part about getting old.
Yep, I'm with you.
Nick Melillo is probably in my top 5 favorite blenders. But Foundation as a whole, first off, they're not boutique anymore.
Oh, no, not at all. Foundation hasn't been boutique in probably 3 years, in my opinion.
But where I am at with Foundation, what they were doing whenever he first came out with that brand as to where they're at right now is totally different. And I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I love some of their older stuff whenever it was, very, very basic, like the Charter Oak line was awesome. Whenever they were doing the, what was just the plain Jane Maduro? I could see the blend, the Elbow
Wise. I like the Wise Man.
The Wise Man. All of that stuff.
The Tabernacle.
Whenever he was doing, the old Tabby Black, especially in that Lancero. Talk about a cigar. I mean, that right there was just an absolute hammer. But where he's at now, I still think Nick has probably got a palate that's better than, 98% of the people out there that are blending cigars. Like, I still put him in my top 5. Probably top 10 easy. But, he's another one that is just like, you got big enough that, I don't know. Us cigar smokers were weird when we have our boutique brands.
Well, your palate's forever changing. Mine still changes on what I like.
If your palate's not changing, you're not smoking enough.
Yeah.
You're not trying enough different shit. But it's one of those deals let's think about it this way. So I'm a Seattle Mariners fan. And I have endured a lot of, there's not many of us out there. I've endured a lot of heartbreaking years and all the rest of that thing. But I view cigar brands kind of the same way is I fucked with a lot of these cigar brands whenever they were little bitty tiny and then they got big and everybody's kind of on it. And I don't want to gatekeep it, but it's one of those deals is like, no, y'all don't know about like Foundation, whenever he was putting his original stuff out.
Yeah.
Like the Elbow Wednesday, the Wise Man, the Tabernacles and all the rest of that stuff. And then, the Charter Oak, especially the Charter Oak was a brand that we talked about in our budgets every single year. And then all of a sudden I go into a store one day and a damn Charter Oak and a Toro is $12. And I'm like, what in the blue hell are we doing here? It got tough for me as far as Foundation went.
Them COVID prices where they were overcharging for boxes never went back down. What about somebody else that never gets mentioned in which I don't smoke his cigars, but Michael, Hendricks, Henrock, shit. Oh fuck.
Somebody in the chat crying out loud.
What is his brand name now? He left the other company, the company that went defunct, and he started his own company and bought some of their brand with him.
You talking Michael Herklotz?
Yes.
What's his?
I never smoke his stuff either, and nobody ever mentions it.
Tego.
Yes, that's it.
Dude, Herklotz is another one of those guys. I put him on the same level. He's not quite as big yet as Terrence is, because Terrence is kind of an anomaly. Terrence is kind of like, I mean, I'm not going to say Michael Jordan, but it's one of those deals. He's kind of the GOAT of reviving cigar brands.
Right.
Michael Herklotz buying Ferio Tego, and the quality of cigars that they put out at Ferio Tego, they're a little bit pricier, but if you buy those cigars, you will not be disappointed in those cigars.
Okay. That's what I want to know, because I've never tried any since he started the brand, and nobody ever mentions him in our chat. I never see not the first fucking person post a picture of his cigar that they're smoking. It's just somebody doesn't get mentioned in our chats ever.
Yep.
I'm on Discord 24/7, and nobody posts his cigars and smokes them. So I'm like, what's the deal? What's wrong? Why is nobody smoking these cigars?
Yeah.
Because I know his track record. I know where he came from. I know what he's doing now. But why is nobody smoking them?
I'll hit you with another one. Kirk Kendall was 724. If you have not smoked anything from Kirk Kendall from 724,
I have not.
He's a very small cigar shop in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
But he bought out, different brands and has basically kind of done his own thing.
I think Club Humidor sells a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, and he's done a lot of, he's small. He's still boutique. But Kirk puts out a lot of great cigars, especially like his Dog Walker line. His Dog Walker line is my benchmark still for saying this is a short smoke format.
Yeah.
Like a 30, 45-minute smoke. But he's put out a lot of great stuff out of his shop. I mean, he's another one of those that just, I don't think he gets the love that he deserves.
Yeah, I honestly say I haven't tried his, and I haven't tried our old barrel burner. One of our OG barrel burners, Brandon, has his own line now. What was it? He was, a lot of people know him from Discord. It was Beehive Brandon or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He's got his own line now, Apostle or something.
Apostate,
yeah. And I haven't tried his stuff.
Yeah, so I got to hang out with him a couple of years ago at the golf tournament that I played in and all the rest of that stuff. And I loved his cigar line. But again, I haven't really, this year's been a very, very anomalous year. I haven't really been that plugged in with a lot of the new stuff. But, Brandon was kind of doing his thing, and he was essentially the apostate of the cigar world.
Yeah. And he started out working in a lounge. That's how he got to start.
Yep. And great old Mormon town there in Salt Lake City.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, they did get one on our list this year, but yes, you are right. They don't get a lot of mention in our chats either. There's several brands. Like I said, I don't see a lot of Black Label in our chats. I definitely don't see Dapper in our chats. I guess the members that used to smoke Dapper just aren't that active with us no more, but Dapper used to be in our chats all the time.
Yeah. I mean, Placencia, since he mentioned them, they're a great brand. I mean, I think they have some amazing tobacco. Another one that, Hoshi Blanco with, La Galera.
There you go.
Hoshi, the king of the Cuban seed, man. I tell you what, the Piloto Cubano, he does something magic with that leaf.
I think we're in a situation now, and I tell my guys on Coffee and Cigars every Sunday I do a live. I challenge them every week. I say, smoke something new this week you haven't tried yet. Get out of your comfort zone and try something new, and let's talk about it next week.
Sure.
And I think there is just so many fucking cigars on the market now. We get caught smoking the same brands and not branching out. And barrel burners, we used to fucking branch out.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're in that fucking purgatory where we got 5 brands and we don't want to smoke nothing else because they're all so fucking good.
Well, and all of us have gone out and we tried all these brands, and all of a sudden we see boxes drop, and we just keep grabbing these boxes. It's like me. I'm smoking a 601 red. Like, how long has that line been out?
What, 10 years?
Yeah, and it's one of those deals is I find it difficult. Like every time that I go play golf, I grab a 601 red and a 601 napalm and put them in my humidor to go play golf.
It used to be a budget stick. I doubt they're under $10 now. But
I tell you what, so Famous ran a 5-pack special, and I want to say that I picked up 5-pack of the Toro and the 601 red, and I think it was like $21.
Oh shit, Jeremy, you're on fire tonight. LFD, another brand don't get mentioned.
Oh,
I think the last time we had an LFD was what, the Bull on the countdown, like year 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he did one here a couple of years ago, and I'm trying to remember what it was. The Solus. He let one of his other family members blend the Solus, and it was different than everything else, but it was a damn good cigar. But yeah, La Flor Dominicana is one of those that I think probably, as far as all the Dominican brands go, is I find that it's probably the most versatile brand out there that's Dominican based.
Yeah.
That LFD's just got great cigars. I mean, there's nothing that you can't mention that they don't have, great cigars. I mean, still my favorite from them. I don't give a shit if you want to talk about the Bull. I don't want to, the chapter 1, chapter 2. I don't care. If you find the Petite Lennox, that cigar will absolutely change the way you look at cigars because it's a tiny little format. I want to say it's a 42 ring by like 4.5 or 5. And that little bastard packs so much flavor to it that it shits on everything else in their lineup. But everything else in their lineup is still better than a lot of other brands out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the Airbender, I'm trying to remember all of them. La Volcata is another great one. Hell, just their gold was a phenomenal cigar. Somebody gave that one to me as a gift. I made a trade with them, and the LFD gold was amazing.
Yeah, I haven't tried those. I think the Bull is the one that I've always, if I see it, I mean, you grab it.
Yeah, and I mean, especially back then. I mean, you remember whenever that bastard was a $14 cigar, we were bitching about a $14 cigar.
And a 3-hour smoke at that.
I remember, so whenever Brian and I were doing the Saturday mornings and stuff like that, I remember I got on, he had something else going on. I think he was working at the lounge that day. So I got on and started smoking the Bull, and I'm like, well, shit, I've still got cigar left. Let's go into a second hour. So went into a second hour, and I ended up ending the thing, and I still smoked for another hour watching football.
That's what I tell everybody. If you've never smoked the Bull, make sure you got 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours, guys. That's how slow this thing smokes.
And it smokes wonderful the entire time. Okay, so it's one of those deals is, listen, if you're a cigar smoker and you think, hey, I've been smoking cigars, nothing phases me. I'm stout. I can do whatever I want. Bullshit. Yeah. Smoke that old LFD double Lajero chisel and let me know how you do.
Like that pissed off from Christoph.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I got some Bulls in my humidor. The fucking cellophane is so brown you barely can see the green label on it now.
Oh, yeah.
It's I ain't got time for that, man. I just keep pushing them to the side.
Well, and then, I mean, a couple of years ago, my Super Bowl smoke was the Saka Squatch from
my God.
And that damn thing, I remember I fired it up, and I was barely over halfway whenever J-Lo and Shakira came out for the halftime show. I'm like, shit. So
yeah, Christoph used to be on our list, too. That's another one we used to have popping up.
Yep. I had a chance to sit down with him and right before I left Montana and just kind of visit with him. He ended up coming up with he had the Tres Hombres, which was a great cigar. And then he had, what was it? It wasn't the handlebar. Maybe it was it was a guardrail. So great story about the guardrail whenever he plowed his motorcycle in it and spent, basically 2 months in traction and learning how to walk again. That, he came up with the guardrail. And again, a great smoke. It's he's another one that probably doesn't get the love that he deserves is Chris.
Well, guys, we're going to get ready to wrap this up. If you're still in chat, I see a few of y'all here. Just real quick, drop me what was your favorite cigar of the year so far. Oh, Jeremy says, Oki and I smoked a double Lajero, Lancero, and Spokane, life changer.
Dude, that was that cigar right there. I am not kidding you. There was such a flavor hammer with that Lancero that I wish I could smoke that cigar once a week.
Damn. Well, I'm going to put you on the spot, Oki, while we finish this up. Out of all the new cigars this year that came out, I know you probably can't name your number one, but I would say, what's your top 2 cigars on this list that you've had?
That I've smoked so far, the Diseño is there.
Okay.
It has been absolutely phenomenal. And then wow. Probably that Romeo 150.
Okay. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the Viva La Vida Connecticut and then the Knuckle Sandwich Puro.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was hoping you would forget about it because when I mentioned it, I knew you were going to be like, shit, maybe I need top 3. But the Puro guys and of course, Billy and Gus with Viva. And I think I would still consider Billy and Gus boutique. I don't think they're putting out enough numbers.
No, I would agree that they're still in that boutique realm. I mean, granted, they're using AJ and AJ's factory, so anybody that's doing that, I got to kind of go, there's some technicality there.
But they haven't expanded their brand too much. They don't have a lot out. They had the Pupo, of course, but they went back to the original core line and added a Connecticut. So they don't have a lot of cigars out there. I think I would still put them boutique.
Yeah, they've been very tactful about the way that they've done things. And I kind of feel that it's a little slow.
Well, for us it is. Thank God we got a new one this year to try finally, the Connecticut. But I mean, it's like, come on, guys, we need more. They're too good. Because the Pupo changed things, in my opinion. The Pupo, I mean, it sent them up a notch. I mean, that was a great cigar.
Back on the map. I mean, it's one of those deals. That one right there is we have been waiting for so long for El Pupo.
Yeah. Jeremy's got 2 good ones, and I haven't had either one of those, so I'm going to have to go out and buy those because those will probably be our top 10.
What you got here? The Diseño, and the Postania San Andreas. Like I said, I haven't found their San Andreas yet. I find it difficult to go past their War Bear. Like, if I see that damn thing laying there, I'm going to buy it.
Well, and they just put out, a new War Bear barber pole?
They've always been a barber pole.
Yeah, but this year's just dropped. I seen it on Small Batch the other day. A little pricey for a 10-count box.
Well, I'll have to take a look, but, it's that War Bear was something special. Like, whenever we were up and we did our little meetup up there in Spokane, we had all kind of invested in that War Bear, and all of us sat around that morning before we went and met up with Matt and the group at the cigar places. We smoked that War Bear that morning on the Herf on the 10 o'clock deal, and it was just, God bless. That was such a great cigar.
I've never had a bad cigar for them, so I know it's going to be a great smoke.
Their SBC series.
Yeah.
What was it? The 16, the 18, or the 20, or whatever it was. All of the SBCs were good.
But yeah, the War Bear is the one that always stands out. When I see their name, I immediately think War Bear.
That broadleaf that they did was out of this world.
Yep. All right, so we got 2 people that named their cigars, of course, Jeremy, and then we got some Drew Estate love in the house, which they never really make our countdown at all.
What do we got here?
The Black and Shade and the Black S84.
Done them both. I have my opinions on Drew Estates. But I didn't appreciate the Blackened whenever it first came out until I smoked like 2 or 3 of them. And then it's like, all right, I get what you're doing here. And I appreciated it after that. The Shade 84, I didn't like.
Was that the Connecticut version?
Yeah, I didn't care for it. But that original Blackened, after it had a chance to get out there on the market, a lot of them sat for a little while. Like, if you could buy that original Blackened and put it in your humidor and forget about it for a year, then that cigar, because it's so dark, it was like the Triple Maduro that a lot of people were trying out there. Because it was blended to be such a dark flavored cigar, it needed time in order to burn well. The original ones, whenever they first came out, didn't burn worth a shit.
Yeah.
Like, they were tough to keep lit. But as they've aged and that priming starts getting into, it loses a little bit of that oil, but not too much. So that way it burns even and you're not fighting it. They were good cigars.
Well, that may have been my problem. I had the Blacken when it first dropped. I didn't like it. I do have one more. I've been pushing around the humidor for about a year, so maybe I should revisit it.
Absolutely, and it's one of those deals: is get yourself, a cup of coffee, throw a little bit of milk in it, and it works great that way.
Scapola's made it. The M81 Maduro is also mentioned just now. So,
yep.
So that's where we're at, guys. Listen. Any cigars that came out this year that you want to be on this list, make sure to go to Discord. The page is still up. Drop it in there. I'm going to be putting up the form to vote the first week of January. So you got another week to list any cigars you wanted to be voted on. Criteria is it had to release this year, and then we'll vote on it, and then we will have this top 10 cigars of the year stream will be middle to end of January after all the voting is done. So make sure to do that. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you missed the first part of the show, the replay will be up immediately after this. Thank y'all for spending your Friday night with it. Me and Oki's going to sidebar now for a minute. And guys, have a great night. If you're part of the Coffee and Cigar crew, there will be no stream this Sunday. I am taking the day off, maybe going golfing. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. Oki, anything you want to end with, brother?
Hey, you guys get your top 10 votes in so that way I can start chasing.
Yes. As soon as y'all can get the top 10 votes in, we can buy what we haven't tried. If there are any we haven't tried, and we can get the voting on. The year stream is always a big stream. We have a lot of fun. If you're new to the Barrel Burners, and I do see some new names in here that were not part of the club last year, you're going to enjoy that stream. We'll have a big panel on here. We will discuss. We will drink. We will have a good time. And other than that, everybody have a great night, and we will see you in chat, guys, very, very shortly.
Jesus, don't ever sing again.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.